Hello, everyone. I take this chance to welcome each and every one of you in the last and the third session, the third part of our series that is self-awareness. In the third service, I'm going to discuss about the tips of self-awareness. And the tips, I will just focus on how to develop your self-awareness. And these tips, before we go there, I would like first to answer the following questions personally as you develop your self-awareness. And the first question is, who am I and where and how do I relate? How do I relate with others? And the second question is, where do I come from? This is in relation to your family background and how your family has impacted your life up to date. The third question will be, where do I want to go? And this is more related to what we call personal growth. In terms of relationships, in terms of career-wise and career development, spiritual development, spiritual growth, and contribution to this our great nation. If you answer those questions before we go to the fourth question, I think you will be in a better position to understanding yourself. The fourth question is, what steps do I need to take to realize my purpose in life? What steps do I need to take to develop, to attain, to fulfill my purpose in life? And the fourth one is, what am I passionate about? Passion is a strong feeling about something or someone. You can be passionate about different things. May it be music, may it be hard work, may it be leadership, may it be business, may it be charitable activities, teaching, or in the side of medicine, and many others. So on this, I would just like to focus on 10 tips that will help you develop your self-awareness. And these 10 tips will just help you either to improve or to start from the scratch and develop it. And let me tell you, one thing you need to know is that you are the only person who can make the best version of yourself. So let's go to the first one. The first one is keep an open mind. Where you are able to regulate your own emotional world, you can be more attuned to others' emotions. To be a successful person, you need to be curious about new people and how they have to offer. New people and what they have to offer. So be open-minded. Be ready to listen and to hear from others. So this shows that you can be a good team player and don't need to be number one at all times. Many of us, we tend to find ourselves, we are just in competition everywhere we go. This is not just know in terms of your self-awareness, if you focus on winning, there is a problem. So you need to focus on it. You need to be a team player, but not always to be the number one. And the more you do this, the more you do this, you will just be open to everyone, and people will even feel comfortable to be with you because you know who you are, and you don't need to compete with anybody because you are the best version of yourself. The second one is be mindful of your strengths and weaknesses. Just know where you're very strong, where you can do the best, and which area and what and all that. And just know your weakest points. And be very keen on these weak points, because this is where we are mostly tempted to fall and fail to achieve, to miss many things, regret and do many things that we were not supposed to do. Let's take an example of how you react. If you have a weak, you are hot-tempered, know this is your weakest point. Just be very keen on how you react to situations. And if need be, find assistance on how to help you, on how to be helped to overcome your weaknesses, because this one area where you can make the greatest mistake that will make you regret in the rest of your life. But I've said, be mindful of what you can do best and where you need assistance in your life. The third one, stay focused. And this is an important of being a successful person, is making connections. But you can't do that if you are distracted. So distractions and procrastination, they are one of the things that will greatly affect your life. So stay focused. Don't be distracted by other things. And this will help you even to manage your time better. When I'm talking about staying focused, I mean you must have a specific thing you need to achieve. And you need to best know the person you are created to be. You need to understand who you are. And this will help you to be that kind of person. So if you stay focused, you'll tend to know. There are many people of us, maybe you will find you're distracted by other things like social media, emails, and other things. So if you can't stay focused for what you need to do, the things I've mentioned, the social media, the emails, and the other things, they tend to cause distraction in your life. First, know there is need to develop your ability to focus on one thing. The third one I will just talk about, set boundaries. And this one is an individual, you need to put strong limits in place. Putting boundaries limits you and limits the distractions from other people. And this makes you to be a bit serious on what you are doing. And there is a time you can be able to say, no, I can't do this because I need to be this and this. I need to be where this place and this place. I need to achieve this and this by this. So you tend to spend your time well because you have set boundaries. Everybody knows who you are and what you can do and what you can't do, because you know yourself. You don't need approval from other people. So develop, set boundaries in your life. Let people know that, hi Ruben, I know this and this and Recruitment cannot do this and this, and that will help you to develop your self-awareness if you be such kind of a person. Another one is know your emotional triggers. What really triggers your emotions? What really makes you react in a certain way? One thing I've always said, don't try to repress your emotions. And don't try to deny the presence of those emotions. But one thing, ask yourself, how can I deal with this kind of emotion? And this is now take time to interrogate your emotions and find help if possible. If not possible, try to deal with them if you can. If you don't, find assistance from professionals. The sixth one is embrace your intuitions. These are what we call the personal emotion, the instinct, your inner voice, what it tells you. Most of us, the inner voice communicates exactly the right thing and what you need to do in life. So your intuitions will tell you what to do next. So learn to trust your intuitions, your instincts. They communicate almost 90% the right thing if you are in the right kind of thoughts. So I tend to tell people that your intuition, trust them and do what they tell you to do in the next moment. Practice self-discipline as the next tip to improve your self-awareness. Practice self-discipline, especially if you are a leader anywhere. Practice self-discipline in every area of life, and this trait provides us with the enduring focus necessary for strong leadership. I've said this, but self-discipline is really needed in every kind of leadership. So if you're a leader, focus on that and do it to your best. So I will just paraphrase these ones. Consider how your actions affect other people. We are talking about self-awareness as one of the things we should focus on, but also we need to focus on how we tend to affect the people around us. And also, let's take to think about this every time we find ourselves interacting with other people. The second last is that apologize when necessary. I know those who have grown in African culture, especially men, I know apologies are very hard, but I need to tell you, where necessary, please apologize. I'm sorry, and really mean what you say. It's not just from the mouth. Just mean I'm sorry, and I ask for forgiveness, and I will correct my mistake. Just that. Apologize when necessary. Ask for honest feedback. The last one. This takes courage for a leader to sit down with his or her employees and ask for honest feedback from the people around him. And if these people are honest with you, they will give you exactly what you need to do. And where you have gone wrong, they will correct you. So, honest feedback. since this takes the courage of a leader to be able to stand and ask what others think about himself or herself. So as I conclude, I would like to say this. Self-awareness stops us from thinking and acting in accordance with social paradigm. From the societies we have been living, there are many things we have been taught about, and many of them are not true. They have painted a different version of ourselves. So we need to change our opinion. We need to change that opinion of the society. We need to change from that perception of people around us, and we need to come back and script the best version of ourselves. The best version of ourselves. Always visualize the best version of yourself. Ideal self reflect hope, dreams, aspirations, and speaks to our skills, abilities, achievements, accomplishment that we wish to attain. I tend to take this chance to thank you for watching the 3 series. The first one, introduction. The second one, which is the benefit, and the third one, which I've shared today, is about how to improve our self-awareness. So please, this is MK Ruben, a professional social worker, a counselor, and a trainer, and I wish you the best in everything you do. And also, as we begin this new week, I wish you the best and have a nice week. And also, take time to go to my YouTube channel, subscribe, and also wait to learn more about life skills. I'm here, and this is your lovely counselor, social work, and a trainer, MK.